Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Cameron Kent. Real quickly, I want to do a quick discussion on why there is a superhero discussion video on a Monday instead of a Friday. I have been doing these on Fridays the past few weeks, so why is it on a Monday? So, I am challenging myself since I love doing these videos and I have a lot of characters to talk about. I'm going to explain why I'm in that I want to try to challenge myself to do one each day this week except for Saturday and Sunday. So I want to try and do one each day this week because there's a lot of characters I want to talk about, and stay tuned for these because they are in the same universe. So one of this character will tie into another one. Like, this video will tie into another one. Obviously, they'd all be connected. They're all the same universe. But something about this character that I have an idea for will be in one of the other characters is this video. So stay tuned. So today, as you guys see in the title, I will be talking about Nomad. Nomad, he has gone through a lot of changes in his development. I'm going to say these are the current changes that I will talk about. Like the way he is what I'm going to be talking about. The way I've developed him, changed him. So I'm going to talk about how he started off real fast. He started off as a person who has become a living skeleton, which to some people that may be pretty cool and funny, and some people would be like, that doesn't make much sense. Why? That's stupid. So around last year, I was talking to someone about my superhero ideas, and they said, a skeleton? Why? So I didn't want to get this character because I love this character to death. So I tried to figure out a way I could change him to be in this universe to make sense, because I want this character to be logical. Like, imagine a skeleton just like walking around. That just wouldn't be possible. So I want this universe to have logic in it, despite having aliens, time travelers, magic, that type of stuff. I still want things to make sense. So I just decided not to make him a skeleton, just a human skeleton, because muscles are required to make your bones move. Like, for example, like there are muscles that can cause my arm to move, causes my shoulders to move, like I've been moving. So movement without bones is just not possible. Well, without muscle, that's just not possible. So I don't think it would make much sense. And plus, the sci-fi, the special effects, not sci-fi, would be hard. I wouldn't want to torture someone to do that for me. So I decided to make a lot of changes to this character. So I'm going to talk about the current version that I have for him. Things may change. I doubt he'll turn back into a skeleton. So I'm going to talk about the current version I've came up with. So Nomad, I'm just going to straight up say it, is the most grounded and darkest character that I have written in this universe. He just is straight up the darkest. So when he was sort of younger, like 16 to early 20, well, 16, mid-20s, he has became a criminal. He hurt people. He stole from people because he wanted money and more power. So crime does not pay, so a lot of people know this. So Nomad has, because of his actions, people have decided to take his family from him. And so he lost his mom and his dad. And I don't have many ideas for the family yet, so I'm just kind of being in like normal, like a mother and father. And he has a brother and a sister who I will talk about in a few more minutes. Well, I'll get to them when I get to the villain in section. So, obviously, if your actions caused you to lose people you love, it would be so painful and it would take a huge toll on you. So, that would put him in a lot of self-hatred, a lot of depression, obviously. Just doing something like that would just be painful for a person. So for this character, Nomad has sort of dedicated his life to fighting crime, punishing crime, exposing the corrupt, protecting the innocent. Kind of standard vigilante stuff. Like, he is a anti-hero. So he does not have any powers. His character he was not a hitman. He's not John Wick. I kind of taken some inspiration from John Wick. I'm not gonna lie. And he basically kind of has his skill. John Wick has a lot of skill. If you guys have seen the movies, so it's also grounded. Like, he's not like John Wick doesn't have powers. He rests on skill alone, which Nomad is the same exact way. Nomad relies only on skill. He does not have any special abilities, any superpowers, super strength. Just skill, which a lot of people do enjoy because, like, for example, for me, one of my favorite superheroes of all time is Batman because he is a human who has built himself and worked himself so hard to become where he is at, because he's physically put himself through a lot of training in a lot of mental practices to basically make him peak human in condition. Like, that's something a lot of people inspire to be like, I would love to be that muscular. Like, as you guys see, I'm not the most muscular person in the world. Like I said, a lot of people do like skill instead of superpowers. It can make people connect to the character more. Like for example, a lot of people can connect more with Batman than Superman. Like, Superman is people would want it to inspire to be like because of his hope. And no one can have Superman's abilities. That would be awesome. I would love to fly, but like that wouldn't be possible. So Nomad does not have superpowers. He rests on skill alone, and he does not have gadgets like Defender does. He doesn't have magnet weapons or EMPs. He mainly rests on gunplay, like guns and gadgets. I do have an idea to make him kind of like a hacker, sort of, which will be sort of similar to Aiden Pierce from the video game Watch Dogs. And so I would have to debate how to do that, so I don't straight up steal their ideas. Like, I like the games, so I don't want to like steal from them. I don't want to steal. Like, I'm not stealing from John Wick. I'm not it's grounded. Like, it's grounded. He's a grounded character who rests on skill, and I want him to have like his own unique set of skills. Like, instead of just guns, because I guess that could be kind of boring for some people. So I want it to be stuff that humans could do. Like Nomad is a smart character, so that could be a way to put it in. Like I have thought, like in the first team up movie, because I want Nomad in the main team of superheroes. Defender will also be on that team, and I didn't mention this in the Defender video, but I'm gonna mention it now. Defender has a hacking device that can help like hack things and enter doors that require like passwords. Like he can like kind of break into stuff like that, sort of, kind of. And he has an outdated one that he had, and he gives it to Nomad. So I think their dynamic would be kind of cool. Just gonna say, but Nomad, like I can still do more with Nomad, like in terms of abilities, skill. Like I want it to be grounded stuff. I'm just gonna say, I like my idea for Nomad. So let's talk about the villains of Nomad. He has very practically basic villains, except for one of them. So that is the main one for if I want to make a Nomad movie, which I do. I would want him to be the main antagonist. So his name is Mech. And instead of being a stereotypical villain from a lab chair, I would want him to be unique and have stakes for Nomad himself. So I thought up of this corporation that does illegal human experiments to basically make superheroes, well, super soldiers, I would say more of, and basically try to evolve humanity and to some point. I have a lot of ideas for this corporation. I feel like they may be they'll be prevalent throughout the universe. So how would that tie into Nomad? So he lost his parents, and for his siblings, I think they could have fell victim to Nomad's actions with like the criminals coming to take his parents, well, his family. This corporation takes his brother, revives him with mechanical technology. Like, I'll explain this, and basically turns him into a sort of cyborg, pretty much. It's not going to be Cyborg like from DC, but it's like they revived him with like cyborg appendages, and gives him the ability to control technology and metal, which would be very unique because like his other villains are like mafia members, basically simple stuff, kind of like that, and which would also give Nomad a lot of stakes if he was going to fight Mech in in a movie, because I would want Mech to be the main antagonist, because Mech is his brother, and his brother blames Nomad for his parents' death and his death. In terms of his sister, I don't know what to do with her, really. I want to personally kind of keep her alive, because that would also give him like a sort of, okay, I have someone I need to protect. She's gone through a lot. And wow, I'm kind of tearing up just thinking about it. Like, she's gone through a lot. I need to protect her, which I'll figure out more of. And then once he finds out that his brother is alive, he wants to protect him. But his brother does not want that protection. He wants revenge on Nomad for basically taking his life. Like, Nomad didn't straight up get rid of him. Like he didn't straight up kill him, but the people Nomad is wronged have. Obviously, he would want revenge on them, and he would also want revenge on Nomad because of his actions. So, I don't know if that sounds weird to people. Like, I want to try and somehow make that work in a Nomad movie to give both the characters stakes, like emotional stakes. Like, Nomad loved his family, and he doesn't want to give up on his brother, which would be hard when he realizes that his brother is out to get him and hurt him. Like, he may, like, I would figure out like how to do that in a movie, like, but also the world would, Nomad would probably think that the world would need him to keep fighting crime. So it would just be a lot to incorporate in a movie, which I think could work. Like I said, I want a Nomad movie. So, Nomad, I do want to be like one of the main characters, sort of. He wouldn't, like, he'd be on the main team, obviously. Like, he'd be like one of the first original characters in that team. And, his ideals would kind of grow and like get attached to other characters, like a team that I'm also working on that it's a team of people who like Nomad's ideals to expose the corrupt. Like I could create like fictional things, like things that could like question in people, like make people question stuff. Like, they would want to expose the corrupt, pretty much, which I can talk about later in the future. So, like, I would have to do more planning with those characters before I did a discussion video. But they're inspired by Nomad's ideals. So, Nomad did not create those characters, but Nomad is a huge inspiration to them. Like, they like the character a lot. So they would enjoy, well, I don't know if they would enjoy, but they would use Nomad's ideals, which I will again talk about in the future. But Nomad is, like I said earlier, a character that I enjoy and adore. I hope you guys enjoy the idea of Nomad. He is, again, he's the most grounded and darkest hero or anti-hero in this universe that I have written up to date. So I hope you guys enjoy this character, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, because I enjoy these videos. I enjoy discussing with you guys about my creations, my characters, my ideas. These are my ideas. Do not steal my ideas. I will heavily encourage you guys to comment down below some feedback. Do you guys love Nomad? Do you like the idea of him? Is there something that could work? I could work on that would make sense for the character, that would help flesh him out more. Is there ideas you can give me for Nomad's plot? Because in terms of movies, I want as many I don't want a lot. I want as many movies as it takes to basically like keep a good story. Like, the story matters to me. As long as I want the movies to be good, so I've planned sort of having a Nomad movie, and I would have to come up with better characters, like better villains, to carry out a sequel if people enjoyed a Nomad movie. Like, I know Defender's going to have sequels. I don't know if Just in Time will. Alien Squad might. There are other characters that are going to have sequels. So, if people enjoyed Nomad, then there could be a sequel, potentially a trilogy. And I was thinking of doing a TV show spin-off of Nomad. Well, the characters I've mentioned about that take Nomad's its ideals, I would do a TV show about them because there could be a lot to explore with corruption. So I hope people do enjoy the idea of Nomad. So, and because I definitely do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is, again, an experiment. This is day 1 of 5 for these characters that I'm talking about. There will obviously be more. I enjoy talking about these. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up because that helps me know that I'm doing good on my channel. And again, you can comment feedback. I appreciate feedback. I don't want to shut you guys' ideas out because you guys' ideas matter. Your opinions matter. If the character's not that good, why would I try to shoehorn him to, why would I push him to you guys? And hearing your ideas could help build out the character more. So I would love to hear your opinions about the character, things I could work on, things you love about him. These are my ideas. So, there's no movie, there's no comics or anything about any of these characters. So, again, subscribe, and have a great day.